The first fruits are special to the Lord. In the law of Moses, he talked about whatever first ripe fruit that was in the land was to be brought to the Lord. The scriptures say everything that first opens the womb, Israel was to present it to the Lord as an offering when it was 1 month old, whether it was the firstborn of the male, the firstborn of unclean animals, so they could be redeemed according to the valuation of silver. 5 shekels of silver according to the shekel of the sanctuary. It was only the firstborn cow, the firstborn sheep, and the firstborn goat that could not be redeemed because they were holy to the Lord. Their blood was to be sprinkled on the altar as an offering made by fire for a sweet aroma to the Lord. The first of something is different than the entirety of the whole. The firstborn male in a family, for instance, was the one to receive the blessing from the father. When Jacob was induced to steal the blessing of the firstborn from Esau, his brother, he said to Isaac, his father, "I am Esau, your firstborn. Arise, sit and eat of my game, that your soul may bless me." And when Jacob was old and about to die, it was told Joseph, saying, "Indeed, your father is sick." Immediately, Joseph grabbed his 2 sons, took them before his father for the firstborn blessing. You know the story. My point is that the first of something is holy to the Lord, even the first of all first fruits of all things, and any first fruit offering of any sort to the Lord, so that the Lord may cause the blessing to rest in your house. Even Jesus brings the first fruits of the redeemed from the earth to the Father. That is the 144,000 redeemed from the earth. I want to talk about the first offering of the year, since the first of anything is holy to the Lord. At the beginning of the year, this year, 2026, at the first of the year, it's a good time for you to offer to the Lord, to fast and to pray and to seek the Lord and to afflict your soul. The spiritual posture you take at the beginning of the year sets the tone for the entire year. Why not use this month of January as a time of spiritual reflection and dedication and affliction to your soul? Why not set this month apart as a time to approach God and to honor God, that He may bless the remainder of your year? God has chosen the kind of fast you should do. It's a fast that afflicts the soul. It breaks the bonds of wickedness and sin in your life. It breaks every yoke and the burden of sin. That is, if you do a fast that's pleasing to the Lord. A fast that is pleasing to the Lord is a time when you share your bread with the hungry and you bring the poor to your house and those who are outcast and alone. It's a time for you to share what you have with those who do not have. It's a time to let your light break forth like the morning dawn. It's a time when your healing from the Lord will spring forth speedily, and your righteousness shall go before you, and the glory of the Lord shall be your rear guard. It's a time when you call upon the Lord and He will answer you. It's a time when you cry and He will say, "Here I am." It's a time when you take away the yoke from your midst. It's a time to take away the pointing of the finger and the speaking of wickedness. It's a time for you to extend your soul to the hungry and to satisfy the afflicted soul. Then your light shall dawn in the darkness, and your darkness shall be as the noonday, and the Lord will guide you continually and satisfy your soul in drought and strengthen your bones. And you shall be like a watered garden and like a spring of water whose waters do not fail. And you shall be called a repairer of the breach, the restorer of streets to dwell in, says the Lord. It's a time for you to turn your foot from the Sabbath and from doing your own will. It's a time, a holy day of the Lord. It's a time to call the Sabbath a delight, a day honorable to the Lord, and to honor the Lord by not doing your own ways, not finding your own pleasure, nor speaking your own words. It's a time for you to delight yourself in the Lord, so that He may cause you to ride upon the high places of the earth. It's a time for you to afflict your soul. The mouth of the Lord has spoken.